Let's place a bet. The vast majority, most expats love Italy, but very few realize that the tax benefits keeping you here have an expiration date. How do I know that? Well, the golden years can be really few on your agenda. So why Italy is a tax haven for expats at first, but then things change? Well, as you know, all the tax benefits are time-related. I'm thinking about the regime Impatriati, the 70, 90, now reduced to 50% tax-free income for the first 5, or then you can get the extension for 10 years. If you start a business to Italy, if you get employed here in Italy, if you're a brand new tax resident, this is the welcome gift Italy gives you. Or let's say the regime Forfettario, the flat tax for freelancers. If you start a business in Italy from scratch and if you make up to 85,000, you get a 5% flat tax for the first 5 years, but then it jumps to 15%. Or the most famous 7% pension tax regime, only 7% flat tax on worldwide income for 10 years, but then the wealth tax and regime ordinario, the 23 to 43% kicks in. Let's say Emma, okay, she's an American consultant. She moves to Milan under the regime Impatriati. Let's say that she moved back in 2023. So the first 5 years, only 30% of her income is taxable. So now she pays, let's say, 12,000 in taxes per year. Now, what happens on year 6? The tax break drops to 50% exemption. So her tax bill jumps to 24,000. But what happens if she stays longer? After 10 years, full taxation, more than 40,000 in taxes per year. How does that sound? The regime Impatriati, as you know, is time limited, strict time limited. After 5 years, benefit drops only to 50%. So if you were used to, 70% or 90% off, the renewal is just 50%. And after 10 years, gone completely. The regime Forfettario works as much. It jumps from 5% to 15% after 5 years. And listen carefully, if you make more than 85,000, so if your income exceeds the 85,000 a given year, you kicked out completely. What about the 7%? Well, it ends in 10 years, and then worldwide taxation principle, wealth tax, taxation on your foreign assets. Let's pick James, okay, UK freelancer, and he starts a business from scratch. 5% on this 60,000 income. It jumps on year 6 to 15%, basically 3 times as much. But then, out of the blue, without even notice, on year 7, his turnover is more than 85,000. So he's kicked out in the startup tax system. The result, well, the VAT to be applied at 22% on his services and the 43% rate instead of the 5%. So what's the exit strategy here? When and where you have to move? Well, I'm not inviting you to leave Italy, okay? But I'm just explaining what the options are if you're not that happy to contribute that much. If you opt in for the regime Impatriati, consider leaving before year 6 or year 11 to avoid the tax hikes. If you opt in for the regime Forfettario, well, it really depends on your revenue limit respected by the law, but if you make less than 85,000, you can stay compliant. But in general, after year 6 onwards, you jump to 15% right away. And yes, if you make more than 85,000, I would worry that much. What about the 7%? Well, if taxes matter, relocate before year 10. What about, for example, the Portugal, Spain, Dubai, Malta? If you retire for work and you benefit from the 7%, please consider different countries. You know, in general, Italy is an amazing place to live. I know based on my own experience, but if you don't plan your exit strategy, or if you don't plan what's coming next, taxes will catch you up. So what's the smart move? Use the system, use the rules, and then move before the tax hikes knock on your door.
At Studio Rigo, we provide world-class tax and financial guidance for expats and international professionals in Italy. We don't just help you stay compliant, we craft strategic tax solutions tailored to high-level individuals who demand precision and expertise. If you are serious about optimizing your tax position, visit our website or connect with us on social media. We work with those who value excellence, and we look forward to assisting you. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.